Sir.
Okay, students. So last class we discussed about the data structure and basics of data structure. In the last class we discussed what is data, what is data type, what is data structure, and how the data structure is classified, classification of data structure, and arrays concept, tree, graph. This concept and all we discussed, isn't it? Can you recall that one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can anyone say what is data structure? What is data?
Data structure divided into two types, sir.
Yeah. No, no. My question is what is data structure?
Definition.
Yeah, definition. It is a well-defined operation. How the data, how we can access the data, how the data is stored, how to do the manipulation and over the data. That is called data structure. Okay. It is a well-defined operation procedure of about the data. That is called data structure. Okay. Let me see that. We already seen. 1 minute. I will just. You can see this. A data structure has. I'm just highlighting it. You see that. A data structure has well-defined operations, behavior, and properties that we discussed. Well-defined operation means how the data will be get operated, how the data type will be get operated, and what is the behavior, what is the property. Okay, properties means how to declare your data, how to access the data, okay, how to use the data, how to do the operation. Operations, any changes or any manipulation with the data. This is called data structure. Okay. And let me see the next another difference also, that you can see the data type is a type of the value which we can store, which we can do the operation. That is called type of the value. That is data type. Data structure, you can see data structure is physical implementation that clearly defines a way of storing and way of accessing and manipulation of data stored in the data structure. This is the definition for data structure. Okay. So data structure, how the data is physically stored, or how to access the data, how to store the data, and how to do the manipulation. Manipulation means, again I'm saying, operations on over the data, whether whatever type of operations, concatenation, replication, addition, subtraction, whatever thing. Okay, whatever changes over the data, how to make the changes, or how to use the data or utilize the data which is stored in the computer. That is called data structure. Have you understand what is a little bit about the data structure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me go to this.
How to handle the data also.
Yes. Yes.
To handle the data is known as data structure.
Yes, correct. That not only handle, how it want to be stored. That is also a part. Not only handle the data, it is a part of the thing. How to handle with the data, and how the data is stored, how to access the data. All those things. Entire think about entire properties about the data type is called data structure. Okay. Okay, let me see the next topic. Types of data structure. As Gautam initially said, it is classified into two types: simple data structure, complex data structure. Actually, the simple is this, the word is very important. Primitive. Okay, I'm highlighting this word. Primitive data structure, non-primitive data structure. There is a general word we are using for the types of data structure. Okay, in the slide it is given. In your book, if you are refer the Sumita Arora book, means simple data structure, compound data structure, it may be given. Okay. So it is a word may be differ, but this is the basic word: primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Okay. So primitive data type means integer, float, string, boolean type of values. These are all the values we may use. These are all the data types come under the category of primitive data type. Okay. Non-primitive means, again it is classified into. Let me go to the example for. Let me come to the conclude this one. Example for the simple data structure is linear array. Linear list or array. Okay, linear list means our normal list. So far we learned list, how to declare a list, how to access the element from the list, how to add or whatever manipulation over the list we have studied in the chapter 2. Okay, that is called linear list. Yeah, list contain only one row. That is called linear list. Okay, array we discussed. Can anyone say what is array? In last class we discussed.
It is a kind of list which only single data type can display.
Yeah, it is another
kind
type of
list
data. Yeah, of course, it is similar to the list, but what is the thing? It is the data type. It is not in Python. Okay, so in C, C++,
Yes.
Java, we may use the array data type. Okay, so what is the difference between the list and array?
Sir, in list we
List
have
is
used
Yeah,
different characters and like that.
good.
Integer float.
Yes, different
But
type
in
of
array,
data. Yeah, different type of data we can use in list, but an array. Yes, continue, man. You are saying right.
only similar data only we can use.
Very good, very good. We can also, but all the data should be a similar type. For example, we can
Yes.
declare a array, integer array, float array, character array. Character means string. Okay. So this type of arrays we can use, but what is the thing? We cannot use multiple type of data in a array. Okay. For example, one element is integer means all the elements in the array should be a integer only. Suppose one character,
Can
one
you tell the
element is
syntax
character
for
means,
array?
yes, yes.
Syntax for array, can you say?
I didn't get it. I didn't get
Can
it.
you please say, can you please say the syntax for array, sir?
Syntax, very simple. That is, for example, it is not in Python. Let be in the C++ or Java. How we can use means data type we need to mention. For example, I'm going to declare we need to declare the variable, but this concept and all not in Python. For example, character array, if you want to declare means char then array name. For example, let A be the array. A is array name means A of subscript we need to give. That we will go with it. Okay. Subscript
Sir,
means I
in
already
Google I can download. In Google I can download array module for Python.
that is different one. Let I will complete that one. That's what yesterday last class also discussed. That is NumPy arrays are there, not arrays. Normal data type is not there, but one library is there in Python, arrays. Okay. So for that mathematical purpose, we can use such type of arrays in the NumPy arrays. NumPy is a it's a module or it's a package or library. Okay, we can download it. Okay, but in the basic data type in Python, there is no such data type as called as array. Okay, if you are using the
No inbuilt data type.
yeah, it is not a basic data type. That's what I'm saying. We have to use list only instead of array. That's what I'm using. In Python, we have to use list instead of array. Okay, but if you are specifically the NumPy array is there, no, that array we can use only by using that that concept only. If you are installing or if you are downloading or importing that module, then only we can able to use. Which one? That arrays, array concept. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. Let me come to this concept. Okay, the linear array is I already said that. One of the boys also asked how to declare means it is the same type data type and array name and subscripts. We already discussed the subscript about that. For example, single dimensional array means how many characters, the length of the array we need to mention it. Okay, we didn't mention the length means we can store a number of things. And two subscript we have seen, two dimensional array. First subscript is denoting row, second subscript denoting columns. Okay, that we have seen. Can you imagine? I mean, can you recall that which we have seen on Monday? I mean, last class. Yeah. So that is an array concept. Okay, but in our Python we are not going to use array, but we are going to use the array type of concept in the list itself. Okay, that's what I'm explaining about the array. Okay, even though it is not in syllabus, because we upcoming things we are going to use it list as a type of array. Okay, and let me go to the complex data structure. I already said it is classified into linear and non-linear. Okay, linear means linear means stack queue. That is a single level of data. That is you can see only one level. Only one level means we can access it very easily. Stack queue linked list. What is stack queue linked list and all upcoming things you can easily understand. Okay, that I will show the video also, related video to that. Okay, non-linear means what is the example means tree and graph. You know the data type, how the data structure is for tree and graph we discussed in the last class. Can you recall that? The graph model we discussed,
Yes,
and the
sir.
tree, yeah, that is a
Yes, sir.
node we discussed, and what is the thing, parent child and 11.1 11.2 and all we have seen it. Can you recall that one, tree and graph?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So this
sir.
is the thing. Now we are going in, now we are going into the core part of the concept, that is a lesson, that is called stack and queue. Okay, and linked list. Three things is a main part of the lesson chapter. Okay, let me enter the next slide. Okay, this we already know that the classification tree of data structure we already discussed. Arrays also we given. Here in the list we have to say it is an index, but in array we have to use it as a subscript. Okay, that is a my list of 0 means accessing the first element. My list of 1 means accessing the second element. That array also we discussed types of array. What are the types of array? Array is classified into two types.
Single dimensional and multi-dimensional array.
Very nice. Single dimensional and multi-dimensional arrays. Okay. Again, in the multi-dimensional, some things are there. 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, like this classifications are there. Okay, that also we have seen. That's what one of the by also has NumPy arrays. Okay, NumPy arrays we are using in the Python, but we need to include the module numpy. Okay, that is also same concept as list only. Nothing else. Okay, that's what I said, that there is no specific data type is there in the array. We have used the list as array. Both are similar, no? Operations and everything is indexing, accessing the element, everything is similar. What is the difference? In array, we can store a similar data type, but in list, there is no restriction like that. We can store whatever type of data also. I mean, element I'm saying. Could you understand that? What is the difference between list and arrays?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. In Python, we are going to use only the list. Okay, advanced version of array, we can say it is a list because there is no restriction. No, that's what. Okay, let me come to the stack. Okay, before we are entering into that, I like to show one video. If you are seeing the video, it is very simply it is explained. Okay, if you seen means you can get some idea. Okay, that I will play that. You can see this. Could you able to see the screen, VLC screen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. There is no volume. I mean, related. There is no explanation. Only music only. Let you listen very carefully. The first two concepts is very important. Instead of this one, what is stack? What are the operations are over the stack? That is very important. After learning this, after seeing the video, you will have some basic idea regarding the stack. What is stack? How to use the stack? That and all you can easily understand this. Suppose the box is considered as a stack. Okay. The second point is very important, which have only one opening. That is, we can do whatever operation in one end only. That is the concept of the stack. Insertion element is called as push. Inserting a element into the stack, that is called push. That operation is called as push operation. And removing the element or deleting the element from the stack, that is called pop. P-O-P. Okay. And the topmost element is called as top or peak. Okay, it have two words, but in stack we are using the word top. Okay, stack is a one of the data type, linear data type, that we are seeing that. Okay, so three operations are there. One is push and pop, and next one is top. This is the principle, last in first out, LIFO or FILO. Okay, generally we are using LIFO only, last in first out. Which we inserted at last, that only we can remove it because it is a one end operation. No, that's what it is. First in, last out. Full form for FILO is first in, last out. Better you can use this principle, LIFO. Okay, that is last in, first out. Which one we insert at last, that will come out as the first one. Okay. you can see the box, empty box is there. No, that is called as stack structure. Okay. So if you want to insert an element, it will goes to the end. Okay. So now it is a peak or top. Okay. If I insert another one element, that will be over the 10. Now 20 is the peak element or top element. Okay. Likewise, we can insert the one by one element. You can see this. If you want to pop means remove. One by one only we can remove it. Okay. So last in 50 is the last element that will be come out as the first one. Then 40, then 30. It is not any arrangement in ascending order, descending order, not like that. Whatever element, so it will be in the reverse order. The empty stack is called as underflow. Okay, the empty stack is called as underflow. Yeah, that's all, students. Okay, I think you. Could you understand a little bit what about stack from the video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Empty
So
stack
Yes,
name.
sir.
Can you repeat it?
I didn't get it. I didn't get.
Empty stack name. Empty stack name.
I think the voice is not that much. Once again, I didn't. Can you say that? Okay, I didn't get it. Somebody's in chat. Wait 1 minute. The chat is not opening. That's the problem. I couldn't able to see that. That's what. Even though I try to open, it's not opening.
Empty stack name, sir.
Empty stack name is underflow. Suppose the empty stack is not there means the element is the underflow because no elements, no, that is called empty stack. Okay. Okay, let me see some basic things. It having the three operations. One is push, that is inserting an element is called as that operation into the stack, that is called push operation. Removing an element from the stack, that is called pop operation. Okay. And next one, for example, the important thing is we can do whatever operation we can add, that is insert or delete. All the operation will be we can do in the one end. Okay, one end only we can do that operation. And for, last element which is inserted into the stack, no, that is called top of the stack, or we can say peak of the stack. Top, or we can use the word peak. Generally we are using the word top. Okay, so top of the stack means which element we inserted at the last, no, that will be the top. Okay, have you understand the box? For example, that I think that example might be easily to understand it. For example, we are inserting all the watermelons into the box. Suppose we want to remove the first watermelon, means we cannot do it. First we need to remove the third one, then second one, then only we can able to access the first element, that is the first watermelon. Have you understand? So it is a one end operation. Okay, in this data structure, stack is a data structure. In this data structure we can do whatever operation, that is insertion or deletion, will be happening at the only one end. That is the thing. Okay, and the top of the element is called as, first element in the sense of the last entered element is called as top. Okay, then the stack is works on LIFO principle. I already said that LIFO means last in, first out. Which one is we inserted at the last, that will be come out as a first one. Okay, first in we cannot access. For example, I want to access the first one, means we need to remove the last one, then last before, then last before. Likewise, we need to go out. Okay, the example we can say, for example, let you say that generally example we are using the bangle example. Okay, suppose if you are putting the bangle in your mother's hand, just imagine you are just inserting one by one bangle. Let me take it as a data. Okay, suppose you are inserting one bangle, one data into the stack. Okay, it's a one end operation only. No, one way only we can insert, or the same way only we can remove it. Correct? No.
Yes,
The
sir.
bangles I'm saying. Yeah. For example, you are inserting one bangle into your mother's hand, and second bangle, that is second data, and third element, fourth element. Okay. which one you insert. Suppose you want to remove the first element, first bangle or the first data means it is not possible. We want to remove the which one you inserted at the last. Am I right? Can you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then we need to remove it, then one by one, then before data. So we need to remove all the data, then only we can access the first data which we inserted. Okay, so I think the bangle example will be the better understanding. It will give some better understanding because one end only. Bangle example, inserting the bangle example, that will be exact for stack operation. We can do whatever operation, that is removing or adding insertion. The element will be happening in the one end only. That is called stack. Okay, could you understand
Sir.
that? Yes.
Sir, then in case we have to remove an element in this between these elements
That's what.
means.
Yeah, for example, if you want to remove the first element or in between, for example, totally 6 elements are there. Suppose you need to remove the third element means in this stack data structure, we need to remove the, for example, 6th one, 5th one, 4th one, then only we can remove the third one.
Yes, sir.
Suddenly we cannot do
After
this.
that we will. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
After that
After
we
that
will push
again
the
we
4,
need
5, 6.
yes, that's all. Once we remove the third one means again we need to do the push operation, that is insertion operation,
Yes,
4, 5, 6 elements. Right? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
computer example means they are saying this slide, that is undo operation. For example, if you're typing something in the word, if you do the undo means what will happen? The previous one will be erased. The last changes which we made, that will be retrieved. Correct? No? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
I think the bangle example might be the best example. Keep in your mind how to do the operation on over the stack means just inserting the bangle in the hand. That's the thing. Okay, that is the example for the stack. Okay, so 3 operations we have seen: push, pop, and top. Which is push, inserting an element data into the stack, that is called as push operation. Okay,
Push.
and 1 minute. And pop operation means if you want to remove an element from the stack means that is called pop operation. Pop. Okay, then top of the element, if you are want to say mean, that is called that which one we inserted the last element which
Last
we
element.
added, that is called as top. That will be likewise, that you just imagine the box, the last watermelon we inserted, that will be, it is visible to us, that only we can, that is the top. Okay, have you understand, students, a little bit about the concept of stack? Have you
Yes,
understood?
sir. That philo, LIFO, that only please
That
explain.
was, that is just a full form. That is a LIFO means last in, first out, for our easy understanding. Okay.
Okay.
Is the principle means there is no definition for that. Okay, students. I think I hope you understand the concept of stack. Okay. So let me go to the
Yes,
next
sir.
slide.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
அந்த LIFO பத்தி explain
Yeah,
பண்ணிட்டீங்க சார் அதுக்குள்ள அந்த
correct. I forgot it. Okay. LIFO means, full form is last in, first out. Okay. For example, that is a full form for LIFO. Okay. For example, in stack,
Okay, sir.
we are inserting one by one. For example, let you take that same example, watermelon example. We are inserting
Okay,
the 3 watermelon. First I put into the box, and second one I put into the box, and third one finally I drop it into the box. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
last in, which is last one? Third watermelon
one.
is the last one. Okay, that is
Yes, sir.
last in, full form is first out. For example, if I want to remove the watermelon from the box, okay, I want to remove all the watermelon from the box. How can I do it? I want to first take out the last one, third watermelon
Yes,
from
sir.
the box, and then I want to keep it down. Then I want to take the
Yes, sir.
second one. Then I want to take the first one. That is a
First.
first watermelon. Can you understand this? That concept.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, this is a full form for easily understand the stack concept. Okay, that is called
Okay,
we are saying LIFO. Okay, last in, first out.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and next we go to the next one, queue. Okay, stack, you understand what is the data structure of stack. Next we want to let me go to the next topic, that is queue. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, queue is it having 2 points are there. One point, I mean one end we have to use for insertion, another one we have to use for the deletion, that is for removing the element. For example, let I will say the real-time example. Have you stand in the counter, any counter, the bank counter or
Yes, sir. Entry counter,
yes.
exit counter.
yes, entry. For example, we are standing in that. Okay. For example, 10 members are there. number 1, 2, 3, likewise we are giving, they are issuing the token, no, for example in banks or somewhere, wherever also. Okay, so who is first entered, they only will come out at first. Correct? No? Could you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Well,
Yes, sir.
here we are using the principle called FIFO, first in, first out. This is called the, I'm highlighting this one, first in, first out.
Okay.
Who entered first, that element will come out as a first. Okay, the last element, for example, if you want to take out or remove the last element, means it only remove at the last element only. Last time only it will come out. Have you understand? So one end
Sir.
becomes insertion, another end is the deletion. Yes, please. Somebody say something.
Double side open box like that.
Yeah, double side open box. Yes, double side open box. For example, let you take that box is empty. It is a hollow box. Okay, you inserted the watermelon. For time being, it's the down level is, I mean the bottom. 1 minute. The bottom is closed means. Yeah, the bottom is closed means. For example, if you want to remove means from the bottom end, we can remove one by one. Okay, that is first in. Which one we inserted as a first one, that will be come out as a first one. I mean, it will be come out as a first element. Okay, last it will be come as a last one. Okay, let me see another one example video for that in order to understand it. Could you see the VLC again for confirmation? I'm asking. Able to see?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, then you can see. Queue is likewise our queue only. That is, we are standing in the queue. No, that's not. That's the same concept. Of course, one of the boy is asked whether it is a both end of the box is open means. Of course, same thing. So first one we inserted, second. So operation will be happening in the top end. Okay, that is insertion. This is called NQ, adding the element. Let you see the video. You can easily understand. NQ means adding the element into the queue is called NQ. Okay, removing the element from the queue is called DQ. Okay. NQ is adding, DQ means removing the element from the queue. Here front and rear, two concepts are there. Front means first element is called as front, last element is called as rear. Okay. So one is the front end and the third element is the rear end. Yeah. In which end we are doing the deletion means the front end only. Because if you want to remove means, that is DQ means we can remove from this side. First in, first out. I think we already discussed the same concept, isn't it? So for example, if you are standing in the queue means, those who are the first person who enter into the queue, he want to complete his work, then he want to come out from the queue. Okay, then the second, for example, in the ticket, if you want to railway unreserved, if you are going for a local train, that is metro train and all, we are standing in a queue, isn't it? So first person
Yes,
who
sir.
entered, he will get the ticket, then second person, then third, likewise. First in, first out. That is the concept. So stack is LIFO. That is last in, first out. You don't get confused, dear students. That's what I'm explaining much about that. Okay. Stack means LIFO. Okay. Q means FIFO. Okay. Stack means likewise a bangle. Bangle example you can understand. One end only we can do the operation. That is insertion or removing the bangle. Deletion. It only happening in the one end. Okay. That is the stack. For Q, normal queue, we are standing in the long queue, no. So same example you can take it. Okay, who enter as a first person, he will come out as a first person. Okay, he will come out as a first one. Okay, that is you can keep it as an example for understanding it. Yeah, you can see this queue of a people for ticket. Okay, have you understand this concept? What is queue means? Queue data structure.
Understood, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
we are here. What are the terms we are using? Means NQ, DQ. In for example, in stack we done the 3 operations. What are the things? Push, pop, and top or peak. What is push? Can anyone say what is push? Push means
Inserting the element.
Inserting
the
the data
element.
in the
very good, very good. And pop means
removing the
Removing
elements from the
element.
data.
peak means what? Peak or top. Any one word we can use it. Which is the
Top.
The
Most
last
element.
element inserted in the
stack. That
Yeah.
is called that is called top of the element or peak of the element. Okay. Empty is one of the by asked me. Empty stack is under that is under stack. That is
Under-
not there. Okay, because there is no element. No, it is empty only. Underflow we are saying.
Sir,
That. Yes. Yes.
in Q last element is rare, no sir.
Q that level.
First element is rare, no sir.
Yes, rear. Okay, let me say that. Okay.
Similarly, in stack, any element is name
No,
for last one.
because no, there is no. We cannot say it is a one end operation only. No, in stack. Q is here. Yeah. Let me go for the Q. Yes.
Sir, third element is rear, no sir. Not a first element, no sir.
No, first rear is third element. Of course, that I will. Yes, man. I understood. I understood. For example, first watermelon, then second and third. Third is rear. First one is front. That's what we after we are doing the
Yes, sir.
comparison. You can easily understand. Now you understand about the stack. Let me discuss about the queue. Okay. In queue, what are the operations we are doing? Means 2 type of operations we are doing. One is NQ. Another one is DQ. Adding the element into the queue data structure, that is called what? NQ. Okay, ENQ. Okay, QUEUE. Okay, have you understand? Removing
Understood,
element,
sir.
yeah, removing an element from the queue, that is called DQ. Okay,
DQ.
DQ. Then you have to consider, for example, it have two end operations. Both the end we can do the operation. That is called first end. That is a top end is called as rear. Okay, the bottom end is called as front. Okay, so whatever deletion, the deletion process only happening in the front end only. That's what I'm coming to tell. Okay, so the front end only we can do the deletion. Addition only happening at the rear end. Can you understand? 2 ends are there. Stack is only 1 end. Whatever operation means same end only. But in queue, 2 ends are there. Topmost end is there. No, that is called as rear. Okay. Then bottommost of the queue is there. That is called as front. Okay, from downward side, that is called as front. Top is called as rear. Okay, the deletion operation, the question will be asked where the deletion operation will happen in the queue. What is the answer? Which end? Front end or rear end?
Front end, sir.
Front end. Okay, then for example, addition operation in the rear end. Okay, if you want to add an
Rear
element into the queue means yes. If you want to add an element into the queue means we need to access the rear end. Okay, that is the concept. So here we are seeing the four technological, that is terms. What is the thing? NQ, that is adding. DQ means removing an element, and front end and rear end. The 4 concepts we are seeing. In stack we have seen about the 3 concepts. What is the thing? Push, pop, and top. Okay. Have you understand the data structure a little bit about the stack and queue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me go to the next one. Okay, good. And next we are going to see about the linked list. List, we know that there is no video because you know that list is for example, linear linked list means, let I will explain it. Our normal list is there, no, that is called each element. You can see if you are reading means you can easily understand. It is a dynamic data structure. Dynamic means we can change it. That's, you know, that dynamic means it is a mutable data type. That's what I'm saying. Okay, the size of the linked list is pre-known before the execution of the program. Okay, so size of the list means length of the list. Okay, for example, in array we are saying it is the size of the array. Okay, that's what they are using, the word size. Okay, the list, the link size of the linked list is not pre-known before the execution. Once it started means the number of element it want to take it by using the len method. Okay, For example, it takes memory as per the requirement during the runtime of the every element. You know that. For example, we discussed in the last class, each element having its unique memory location. Can you understand this? Last class we discussed, no? Correct, no? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, each element is called as node. Okay, element is here in the linked list concept. Element, we should not say the word element, it is a node. Each element is called as node. Okay, for example, let me see in the insertion in stack means that is called push. Insertion in the queue, that is what term we use in queue. Insertion,
NQ.
NQ. Here linked list, it is called node. Okay, node means each element which we stored in the list. Okay, that is the thing. And this is a very important. Yes, yes.
Each element stored in a list is named as node, or a process of
That is
process is known as node.
process only. That process means we are adding into the element. No, each element we are stored in a memory location. No, have you understand? For example, in a list, I'm inserting one element that is number 1. Okay, so the 1 will be stored in one memory location. Correct? No, the number
Yes,
1
sir.
will be stored in one memory location. No, that memory location, that is called node. That's why we are saying is the element is called as node. Okay, then you can see this. The node you can
Each and every memory location is known as node.
Of course, yes, correct. That is exactly. Now the second part is very important. The node contains two parts. One is info part, another one information part, another one is the link part. Okay, the info part means you can see this. The info part stores the actual data to store, like for example, the number 1 or number 2 or whatever data we are storing. No, the data which we are storing is called information. Okay, this is a structure I'm saying is a data structure, not an element. We are not talking about the data. We are talking about the data structure of this thing in this linked list. Okay, the linked list, it have two parts. One is information part, there is info part, another one is link part. Okay, the information part hold the data. That is what data stored in the memory location. For example, 202, we are used long back in the second chapter or in the first chapter. ID, can you remember that ID function? Can you recall that? Type function,
sir.
ID function.
So-
No, yeah, the type.
To show the memory location. Yes, sir. It will give the memory ID.
Correct. The ID function return the memory address of the where the data is stored. For example, it may return 2000 something or 2 lakh something like this. No, for example, that's what I'm saying. The memory location having, that's what the memory location here it is called as node. Okay, the node have two parts. One is information part, another one is link part. Okay, the information part contains the data which is stored. Okay, in the location, what data is stored? Suppose I may store the number 1, or I may store the apple as a value, or ABC, whatever thing. The value which we store, that is best to understand, I think. So the value which we stored, no, that is called information part. Okay, and second thing, link. The link is hold the next successive memory address, memory address it will store. You can see that the link hold the address of the next allocation. Next allocation node means, for example, list contain 5 elements. Okay, the first element contains the next is what? Second element, that is the 0. It have the index of 0. I'm saying. Okay, index of 0 element that having the link to the index of 1. Can you understand? Could you understand that? Hello.
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, I will tell it. Very nice. Okay, the link. What is link means? Link holds the. You can read this. I'm highlighting. Link holds the address of the next alerted node in the memory creation chain. That is in the memory. You can see this. Next node memory address stores in the link part. For example, you just think that like a box. Okay, in the box is a, for example, the element is there. No, it having two parts. One is information part that stores the data. Fine. And next one is link means the link part is there. No, that part hold the memory location of the next element. For example, I will say that first element store is 2001. Okay, that is the memory location means memory ID is 2001. Okay, the second element, suppose the ID is 2002 means the 2002 the data will be hold. It will hold. Which one will hold? The previous one. What is the previous one? The first element will hold the memory address of the second element. Can you understand now? Little bit. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what you want to understand this concept. The node having two parts. One is information part and link part. Information part stores the data. Okay, first thing. Link part having the memory address of the next element, not another, next element. For example, suppose in our real time, whether you are know your neighbor's home details, is we know, no? Correct, no? For example, your adjacent home.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are having their details, who are all residing, who's the name of the person. We know the address. For example, what is the address? For example, let you say that example, our home address is number 101/200. If it is means, we know the next door number also. Okay, 102/200, likewise. Our home number is 101 means next address is 102. That information that node will stores. Okay, in the node, two parts are there. The link part will store the address of the next allocated memory. Can you understand now? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For everyone, rest of the students, is it understandable one? The node.
The link store is what number, sir? 1 or 2 it will store.
Next address. Next address. For
That
example,
one is 1 or 2.
104, whatever it may be. Just for example, I am saying. Okay. For example, list of index of 0 is there, no? That is the first
Sir.
element, no? The index of 0 will hold in the index of 0, two parts are there. One is information part. Information part stores what? The data which we store in the index of 0. Correct, no? Have you understand?
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
for example, it have another part, no, that is called link part. The link part, what is hold, sir? What is the use of the link part, sir? If you are asking the question, means the link part hold the memory address of the next or adjacent next memory element. For example, it hold the memory location of index of 1. Index of 1 having some memory ID, no? Can you understand?
Understood, sir.
Yeah, that ID, which one holding? Which is holding?
Link.
Yes, of course. The link part hold in the first node, the index of 0. Rest of students, what about
Sir.
you? Do you all understand? No, it's very easy only. What
Sir.
about others? Yeah. If you're okay, means let me go
Yes.
to the next one also. Yes. Okay. Then in the linked list, two type of linked list are there. Okay. One is singly linked list. Another one is doubly linked list. Okay. What is the difference means? From that easily you can understand. Singly linked list hold the address of the next node. That is what we discussed so far. The link holding, no. Singly linked list. It is a type of list. Okay. That list hold the address of the next. For example, 0 will hold the index of 1. Index of 1 will store the memory address of index of 2. That is the next one. Can you understand? Okay, you can see address of the next node and last node will be point to the null. Last node after, what is the last element? Last element after that there is no element, no? Can you understand? For example, a list
Yes, sir.
contains 5 elements means the 0 will hold the first one. Okay, the first element
Okay,
will hold the memory address of second one. Likewise, it is goes. Second will store the third one. Third will store the, likewise it is goes. For example, the fifth element, there is no element of the sixth. There is no 6 elements. 5 elements only
Yes,
there
sir.
means that is null, because the last element will point to the null. Okay. Now we are entering the new concept that is called doubly linked list. Okay. Doubly linked list holds the address of the next as well as previous node. Previous node means previous element. Okay. Allows both forward and backward movement. You can see this. I will explain that. Oh, sorry. 1 minute. For example, index of 0, what it having two links. It will hold the two memory address. What are the things? One is previous one, another one is first one, and there is next one. What is the previous one? Index of 0 previous. What is the element? What will be the element of previous one? Nothing, no? Correct, no?
Yes.
It is the
Yes,
index
sir.
of 0. Previous then before the index of 0 is nothing. That's what it stores the null value. Then in the forward part, it is the previous next element. What is the next element? Index of 1, right? No? Can you understand? The index of 1 will that memory address, index of 1 memory address will be held by the index of 0. Both the sides, both the memory address, it will know that. Can you understand, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think you are quiet. That's what I have doubt. Whether you understand or you are busy with somebody, something else. What about remaining students? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Darshan, Harish Khanna, you are here. What about your project? Did you say that? You just think it. I hope you are hearing. Okay. Just you are saying means submit it very quickly. You don't have time also to. And Rangraj, you too also. Sam, Tony, Dakshinathanandan. Okay, rest of students also too. Okay. Please see that. Because there is no time, I already given the instruction also to. Jayavira Pandian, what about you? You are attending the class, but you are the person who didn't submit it so far. It is submit students. Okay, students, I think we done with that today. I think enough. We will do the rest of the things. We will enter into the topic that is program wise from tomorrow onwards. Okay, in the data structure. Okay, students, see you to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.